This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. They were dominated last year. Not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Giddy with it. Got it. Good job in the low post. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Offensive rebound. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Buries it from three-point range.
3-point.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
To the inside. Out to White. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam outside. And it's off from three-point range. Now Giddey. High post Vucevic. Shoots over Turner. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
Neesmith with the bounce pass. Turner inside. That one a little long.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
The kick out to Williams. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Halliburton looking around. Pass to Turner. Clock at 6. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Now here's Vucevic. Giddey, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Halliburton outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Siakam outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the work ethic of Siakam, he's always making the effort to find looks out there.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Show us those moves. We have a dancer. Let's hear it for all our dancers.
Chicago with the ball. 4-point game. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Giddey. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Pacers leading by 6. Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin with the shot. And again, it's Indiana.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler. I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Halliburton. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside, White. Pass to Buzelis. Top of the key. The rebound by Turner. And it's the Pacers' ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Right side, Mathurin. Here's Nesmith. And here's Halliburton. From deep three-point territory. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you'd like to see Buzelis use that size inside rather than just settle for the jump shot.
Here's Halliburton. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's the three. They get it back. Back to Nesmith. On the wing, Mathurin. Turner inside. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Turner. Got his second bucket of the night.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Bulls trailed by 8. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. The three-pointer's right on target. Buzelis has got 5 now.
From way back, Buzelis already flashing range as a rookie.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. Here's Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Halliburton drives in. Indiana moving it around. Wants to get it to Turner and does. 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Pass to Herter. Halliburton with the steal. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Giddey. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
That's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Taking 2 shots.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Herter.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Walker a screen. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And the Bulls with another miss. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 6-point lead. Kept alive. On the wing, Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. A second chance effort. And the shot goes in. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Walker with it. He's defended by Herter. Back to Nembhard. Corner shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Buzelis misses and the dry spell continues. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Turner. Nembhard with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Giddey. Herter, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Halliburton. Jacks up a 3. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Giddey. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here's Nemhard. That one doesn't drop. 55 seconds left to play here in the first.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Bulls have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now. And Indiana making a change here. And both free throws good for Giddey. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And so it's Indiana with it. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Giddey. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers out in front. They're up by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Mathurin. From deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls trailed by 7. Here's Giddey. Buzelis with the ball. Herter on the wing. A 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc. Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And Giddey gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jackson with the screen. To the middle. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Over Williams. That's short off the rim. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Herter, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Aggressive take there by Mathurin. He liked what he saw and took it.
Giddey with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Bulls moving the ball around. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range. Herter's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago. Here's Nemhard. Back to McConnell. Over Giddey. And McConnell gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Giddey with the bounce pass. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Olman.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. On the top of the key, the shot by McConnell, no good. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Jackson misses. Here's Buzelis.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's White. Another one falls for Chicago.
Yeah, seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
And the Pacers with possession here. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Back to Mathurin. The 19-foot shot. It's Nembhard on the wing. Puts up a 3. Indiana again missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Knocked away. Down low. Here's Williams. Here's White. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Pass to Smith. Back to White. And he drops in the way up off the glass. White's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Outside Mathurin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mathurin's got 10 points in the game.
You gotta love this guy's confidence. Mathurin wasting no time firing away.
The kick out to Williams. Over Mathurin. Pacers with the rebound. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pacers leading by 3. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Siakam. Rebound by Smith. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Dosunmu with it. Back to White. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's White. He's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
The assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Now here's White. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. White looking around. To the paint. Turner with the steal. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Now Shepard. Here's Siakam. Over Terry. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And you know how hard Turner goes. Has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. Cans it from downtown.
Timeout.
Halliburton's got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Now on the court, your Hawk squad. Get out and let them hear it. One more time for the incredible.
Bulls trailed by 9. And it's Ball penetrating. Fires the 3. Dosunmu, shot's good. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Releases. Halliburton, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
White with it. He has 7. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Halliburton. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And Indiana, another three.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Here's Halliburton after the Bulls pick up 2. Back to Nesmith. Siakam outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Pass to Nesmith. There's the 3. Ball with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Smith left side. Terry outside. And it's Ball in the corner. Looking for Terry. He gets it there. That one good for 2. And now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Halliburton for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got 12.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And it's Shepard missing. Here's Terry. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Pacers. 8-point game. Collins, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nesmith. Collins grabs the miss. Now Giddey. And so it's Indiana with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Back right after this.
49.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pacers leading by 6. And here's Halliburton. At the elbow, it's Turner. Shot clock at 5. Mathurin for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. 13 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Now here's Giddey. Got a piece of it. Toppin with the steal. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul. And the Bulls making a change here.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for
Here's Nesmith. Pass to Toppin. Back to Nesmith. 6 on the shot clock. Mathurin for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls trailed by 9. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Giddey from outside off the mark. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Drops in the tray.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to White from the arc. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Inside, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
And here's Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Halliburton, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Williams for three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bulls trail by 14. Here's Vucevic. The rebound by Turner.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Pass to Nesmith. And stolen by Williams. Here's Giddey. Good, nice job down low. Giddey's got 10 points in the game.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 12. Over in the corner, Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. 19 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
That's tipped. Halliburton with the steal. Indiana moving it around. Here's Turner. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Turner's got 19 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Buzelis with the ball. He has 7, and he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Pass to Toppin. Throws it up high. It's stolen by White. Williams with the ball. Halliburton picks him up.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. Left side, Turner. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Pass to Nesmith. Over Giddey. A nice shot by Nesmith. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Nesmith with the slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Pacers leading by 17. Pass to Toppin. To the middle. Outside for Halliburton. From outside the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down. Chicago with the ball. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Mathurin with the ball. Williams picks him up. 5 to shoot. Back to Toppin. And stolen by Giddey. To the inside. Pass to Vucevic. It's White on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, defensively, you have to keep track of Vucevic at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
Here's Halliburton. Count it. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Buzelis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the right side. Back to Halliburton. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 10. Puts it up. And the Bulls with another miss. Pacers leading by 16. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nesmith. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Over Williams. Halliburton, no good. Now Giddey. To the paint. Turner with the steal. Siakam inside. Fade away. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Back to Halliburton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Siakam. And Vucevic pulls it down. Bulls trailed by 16. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Can they get it? And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Here's Vucevic. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. Pulls with the fresh shot clock. And it's Vucevic missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Back to Siakam. From downtown.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana. Neesmith with the ball. Williams picks him up. It's Nembhard on the wing. Williams with the steal. And here we go. From deep, Herter. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers leading by 17. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Nembhard. Shoots over Herter. Vucevic with the rebound. Launches a three. And Kevin Herter with the three. Herter's got 9. Pass to Siakam. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Shot from 16. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for the Pacers. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 16. Money from the wing.
A great ability and control by White to stop and pop.
McConnell scanning the floor. Down low. Siakam inside. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Neesmith can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound. Collins. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Collins.
At the line for the Bulls.
And so Collins nails both of them. Pacers leading by 12. And here's McConnell. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Here's Siakam. To the middle. Puts it up from 7. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, White. The Pacers pull it in. Up top, Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. Nembhard with it. Misses from close range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now, here's Dosunmu. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Jump shot is good that time. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Outside, White. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times, like right now.
Halliburton outside. Outside Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam inside the three-point line. And it's White with the rebound. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Phillips' shot is off.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Turner for 3.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Bulls. Buzella.
Halliburton outside.
Lonzo Ball.
Here he goes. In the corner, it's Nesmith. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Dosunmu. And once again off the mark by Indiana. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, I just love seeing it. Ball, put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Siakam, right side. Pass to Halliburton. That one wide left. Bulls trail by 9. Buzelis with the ball. Basket counts.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback. But let's see how much they have left in the tank.
For three, Siakam. Good on the triple. And the Pacers lead by 10.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Herter on the wing. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Turner. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Buzelis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Back to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton on the wing. Now Turner. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls.
Bulls trailed by 8.
Josh Giddey.
Looking to get it going, and it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Here's Giddey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That free throw good from Giddey.
Josh Giddey.
And both free throws good for Giddey. Pacers leading by 6. Now, here is Halliburton. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Halliburton. From 12 feet out. He can't get it to go. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-5 run here.
And at almost 7 feet, Buzelis is really tough to slow down. And when he's on, there's not much you can do.
Back to Halliburton. Turner with the screen. Halliburton outside. Launches it from deep. They get it back. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Turner with the screen. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Tries again. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Kicks it out to Collins. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Halliburton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
Halliburton hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. And it's White missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Turner with the screen. Halliburton with it. Defended by Giddey. And it's slammed in by Turner.
hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
The Pacers pull it in.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Halliburton for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's an 11-point Pacer lead. Now Giddey. Out to White. Shot to stop the run. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. On the wing, Giddey. Outside, White. And the Bulls with another miss.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody wanted to ease up off the threes.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. Checking into the game for your ball.
Here's Halliburton.
Jalen Smith.
Pass to Turner. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Here's Giddey. Another shot. The rebound by Turner. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
The baseline jumper goes down. Turner's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 15-point game. They need this one. And he's able to get it back. From deep, Williams. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And McConnell gets it to go.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Rebounded by Jackson.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Pass to Furphy. A three ball. Rebound by Smith. Bulls trail by 14. To the left side wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. The shot that time not on target. Outside, Walker. Smith with the defensive effort.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Pacers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a two-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was from Miles Turner.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Looking to end his cold spell, and Giddey gets it to go. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Walker. Back to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Chicago ball.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business.